Welcome back to the Flavor.com show, live Tales of the Cocktail 2015 with a new friend of the show, TL Long. TL, how you doing?
Great, I'm fantastic.
Very nice to meet you. This just shows you how big this event is, and you never know who you're sitting next to. We were having lunch at Hard Rock Cafe, 2 days ago, and we started talking. You used to tell me this great story of this being your first Tales and what you do. But before we jump into this great product, your first Tales, what brought you here?
Well, to launch the product here in New Orleans, and it's an amazing event for the industry. People to meet a bunch of the best bartenders in each city. It's unlike anywhere else that you could do that, so that's why I'm here.
It's definitely a huge networking event, like you said. Everyone's in the same spot for the same week, and it's very hard to get a hold of people, let alone everyone at the same spot. So you start off, you are an importer, and you self-distribute. Why don't you talk about how you started that company, why you started that company, and how much fucking work it must be?
Well, my boss is Bolivian, and so he had been bringing this back in his suitcase his whole life. The first thing he got drunk off of.
Nice.
And everyone was always like, this is amazing, where can we get it? And he finally decided, you know what, let's do it, let's bring it up. So he went down, toured all the vineyards, and then the logistics were challenging, for sure. Bolivia is landlocked in South America, so it was their first time exporting, our first time importing. It was 18 months of
Learning,
lots of learning, and I was happy. I speak Spanish. I grew up in an immersion program, so speaking Spanish was awesome. I was happy to be doing that as work. Instructing how to build a palette was interesting, let alone in English. Then Spanish. It was like, what am I doing? But it was fun. Redesigned the label. We redesigned the bottle, the label, and we launched then in DC. So it's awesome. It's been crazy.
Now let me ask this, from start to finish, when you first said, hey, this is a great idea, let's do this, to actually be able to ship the first bottle, how long did that take?
That was the 18 months.
Yeah.
So then we went down in December. I cried when I saw the first bottle. I was like, this is why I haven't slept for weeks. But it's really exciting. It's a new spirit to the United States, and we're just really excited to be behind it.
Now you say it's a new spirit. Now, Singani?
Singani.
What really is Singani?
So Singani is distilled from 100% Muscat Alexandria grapes. It's in Bolivia. They have government domain of origin and geographic indication. So it has to be from Bolivia, and it has to be distilled at least 52,050 feet below sea level. 5,200.
Okay.
5,200.
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah, like, no, we're in heaven. Our vineyards over 6,000 feet above sea level. So both the growing of the grapes at that altitude and the distillation, which is really cool at that altitude, makes for an entirely different new product than we're aware of, we have in the States. I best describe it as if Pisco and tequila were to have a child, it would be Singani.
It'd be a beautiful body.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, tell us, you're talking about growing a company, there's got to be a lot of obstacles. It couldn't be like you read a book, opening a distributor for dummies. No, it couldn't have been that easy.
Yeah.
What were some of the obstacles starting that up?
It's a lot of cold calling. So for example, just getting a new cork that I liked better, to call a million cork companies, try to find the best deal. Being a startup, it's all working on smaller budgets and trying to make things happen. Same with the labels then. And
Going through cola and all that, you're headaches.
Doing all the alcohol. And then each state we want to launch into is a whole new ball game.
Because every state has different rules.
Every state has different rules, and then you have to make sure you're only like your taxes and everything's lined up for that state to work. And so we're excited. New Orleans, we're taking baby steps, so we're a small company, but it's exciting. DC's been crazy, overwhelmingly awesome. The team in DC, they're so talented. The whole team of bartenders. I work with the USBG in DC, and they're all super, super talented.
So you're saying as a brand, it's pairing up the United States Bartenders Guild has its benefits.
Yeah, I mean,
I can imagine you got this passionate group of bartenders. You're all in one room again. Let's talk to you.
Exactly. I mean, and too, there are people that, because they smell it, and then it's like, I was telling some guy, it's like watching like chemistry happen with like
Yeah.
they're both like they're somms and then they're like chemists. They like smell something and then to watch them like all pull for something different, or sometimes they pull for like very similar things and they pick up on these things and it's and I mean the cocktails that they presented in DC are all been phenomenal. There's not one I don't like.
And hence, one of them is actually the name of the importing company.
Yeah, so Chufly is actually the traditional way it's drank in Bolivia. It's ginger ale, lime, and Singani. So, when they were building the railroads in South America, the Europeans were down in to go through when you break railroad tracks. It's called a Chufly, and they were all drinking whiskey gingers, but they didn't have whiskey in Bolivia that they were putting in Singani. And in Spanish, saying Chufly was hard, so it was Chufly. Then it became the drink that all the railroad guys drank, Chufly. So
To kind of tie in with the shoe fly and what we talk about having obstacles unseen and the difficulties of becoming an importer, you just did some pretty amazing stuff here for just starting out with Tales of the Cocktail. Can you explain what you just did?
At Tales of the Cocktail?
With the restaurant.
Oh yes, we were doing a restaurant pairing with Criollo here in Hotel Montleon. Martin at Carousel Bar and teamed up with their chef and did a 4-course meal and you get a cocktail with it. The pairing too, it's so interesting to see the different palates and how it's all the same at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these chefs and these bartenders, when they collaborate, it's like magic.
Flavors are flavors.
Yeah, and if they work really well together, they first made the cocktails, and then the chef came in, tried all the cocktails, and developed the menu. So they hit it out of the park. It's amazing, and just to have again people playing with it. He took a bunch of famous New Orleans cocktails and gave it a little spin. So it was awesome. They were great. I'd never had a milk punch before.
Oh.
And the milk punch was again. It was like, oh my gosh,
You've got my mouth watering now. So I love the bourbon milk punches at Bourbon House here, so I'm down to try it with that.
Yes, it's so good. So delicious.
Awesome. So if someone wanted to pick up, and you say this so much better than I do, Ruggiero, where can they find it?
So we're just in DC right now, and now New Orleans. As of Tales, the distributor decided to launch us here. So we're here, and we're launching in Seattle and Portland, in the very near future. And then from there, we're kind of seeing where to expand. It's a small batch spirit, or it's only a limited quantity, so we won't be in every city, but hopefully Florida too.
Nice.
Very
Because it's
much
going to be
Florida.
huge in Miami, I think.
Yes. That's,
Awesome.
I would love
Well,
that.
Tealye, I appreciate everything you were saying. You know, we got to cut to a break, but all this talk about a shoe fly, I'm like salivating right now.
Yeah.
When we come back from break, do you mind making one on camera for us?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll be back right after this.